Hello again, I am Blunty, and this is the new Nintendo 3DS XL. It is 8 days away from hitting shelves here in Australia and New Zealand, the first places in the entire world to get these things this year, as a matter of fact, outside of Japan. Did I say that? I meant to. The rest of you, in Europe and in America and Canada and such, you're just going to have to wait your turn. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing today. This has just arrived. I've got, the next 8 days before launch to put it through its paces and build up a proper review. But I thought, well, seeing as it's here, I might as well do the unboxing thing. Now, just as a start, this box is way smaller than I expected it to be. As a matter of contrast, here is the box that the regular Nintendo 3DS came in. I don't even know what I did with my 3DS XL box. It was slightly larger again, but it is tiny in comparison. And part of that is because of what's written on the front here. If we can get some camera focus, please. AC adapter not included. So I guess Nintendo are kind of assuming that anyone buying a new Nintendo 3DS XL will already have an existing 3DS model they're upgrading from. If not, you can actually buy the power adapters separately for about $14.95 Australian dollary dues. So not that big a deal. They've not gone gouging you on the power adapter because it's not included or anything like that. Actually, before we go any further, I just wanted to stop and look at this box art, which is kind of, it tried to be classy and then got super cheesy when some dingleberry decided to put these speech bubbles everywhere that for all the world remind me of that Doge meme thing that was going around earlier this year. You could just sort of imagine it. Wow, super stable 3D, such XL screens, so C-stick, many NFI function. Well, one. But I don't know which designer, and I'm going to use that term rather loosely here, decided that this was a great way to go, but I wouldn't hire them. This one I've got here is the metallic black, the 3DS XL, of course, coming in two different color finishes, and the regular model coming in white, but with interchangeable face plates. Oddly, despite the fact that this is a black unit, the product number says red. New Nintendo 3DS XL system, red-001. New Nintendo 3DS XL stylus, red-004. Comes with a 4GB micro SDHC memory card that uses the micro SDHC instead of the regular SD cards. That's something to keep in mind. AR cards and your instruction manual and stuff that comes with the normal editions. Anyway, so let's pop him open here and see how they've boxed this thing up and how it looks coming out. Drink. So that's that. So there we are. There's your quick start guide and the AR cards, of course, which you get with regular editions, as we just went through. Repeating myself already. And well, that's pretty much it that's in the box. It's just a slip of raw cardboard there to keep these things from bouncing around inside their boxes. Slip that off. And slip that out. And there he is. And that's it. I mean, it's the least complicated unboxing I've ever done in my entire life. Now, I will be going over this in more detail in my review, of course, but for those who have managed to avoid understanding what the main difference is between the new 3DS and the existing 3DS, or the old 3DS, I guess we call them now, aside from some physical changes, like this sort of thing here, which is a little secondary analog nub, and an extra pair of shoulder buttons up there on the back instead of the one shoulder button you would normally expect on a 3DS. Completely impractical, but it does have some Super Nintendo-inspired colouring on the buttons. Now, woohoo. The other main difference, of course, being that the 3D system has been overhauled. It now has face tracking with this camera here. That little dot next to it, I think, is an IR illuminator, so it can see your face better in the dark and everything. And that will track your face and automatically adjust the 3D. You've still got the 3D slider up here on the side here to adjust the severity of the 3D effect, how deep you want things to look, but you will no longer be responsible for sort of trying to position the thing just at the right distance, at the right angle to get the 3D system to work like you do in existing things. It automatically tracks and automatically adjusts the 3D parallax barrier thingy-my-bob to give you a proper 3D effect all of the time, and it is wonderful, as I have previously described in my hands-on video from my recent adventuring at the PAX Australia Expo. Some other things worth noting: it is a very shiny surface, so of course we get the issue with fingerprints, and inside it is not quite matte but not quite shiny. It is a slightly textured finish, so you won't have issues with fingerprints on that. Of course you will on the screen, because it's a screen and there's not a hell of a lot you can do to really avoid that to some extent. So let's have a look at the size difference while we're here. This is a regular 3DS XL, my special Pokemon X and Y edition. and it is pretty much identical all the way around, even down to the screens. Whoops, I've still got a game running there. The screens are exactly the same size on the XL version. The screens are different, however, of course, from the regular 3DS, which is got a copy of here. Let's open them up. And you will note, by the way, that the new 3DS, not the XL version, the new 3DS, the one that replaces this, does have slightly larger screens than the existing model. But there you are, that is the new 3DS XL unboxed. As I said, it is launching in 8 days in Australia and New Zealand, and by that time I will have put this through its paces, played a bunch of games on it. Oh, woe is me, I have to play games for work. And we will be providing you with a review and probably some comparison videos on the loading times and speed and all that kind of stuff, which is faster on this because, as I said, it's got faster guts inside. So that should be helpful. In the meantime, drop a comment, let me know exactly what you'd like me to test. I do have a CirclePad Pro, so I can test that on this thing up against this thing in certain older games that were designed to work with the CirclePad Pro. I'll be testing that. But anyway, I am Blunty. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.